God Emperor, nothing happened. Love that. Okay, now here. Warp travel. Good. Now. I have a saving problem. We all know this. You've all been around hanging out with me long enough. You know I got a saving problem. I'm going here. At least? Do we yellow? You know what? I'm not fudging around anymore. I'm not fudging around. I want to go see. Chart new route. So I got a 3 back. So I was gonna originally spend 2, and then I got this, so I got a 3rd back. I think that that's plenty fair. I think that that's perfect. Nice and fair. Oh no. Girl up here. I don't know what that is. I don't want to touch that. Isn't this where they wanted me to go? I don't know. Unless this is it. Please don't tell me I gotta do another one of those fights. I can't handle that emotional stress of another ship fight. Wait, why is my ship not maxed? Hold on. Repair my hull. Our hull must be pristine at all times. Oh, also. Anything here? Nothing. Okay, also, hold on. Void ship management. What is this now? Upgrade increases ram damage and reduces damage suffered when ramming another void ship, or I don't do that though. And that's probably a failure on my part. That's maintenance deck. Increases hull integrity by 10. Do we have another one of those? High energy focus. Okay, hold on. In this mode, the lance weapon suffers negative 15%. Okay, no, I want... Is there another like that? What are you? 130 points of protection for each sector. Oh. Can be immediately withdrawn at any time. When ramming an enemy, it will not be spent and will not provide any protection. Is that... is that armor? No, is that shield? Wait, I already have it. Never mind. I already have that. This... those are those. I like my guns. I really do. So this is the engine. Drive speed 15 speed along low acceleration and braking. So this is a better, it's literally the exact same engine, or drive. Yeah, engine drive. So this, where do you, okay. Upgrade? Good? Okay, this is, provides void ship weapon targeting data, 90% chance to hit. Provides targeting data, no. So that was the upgrade there. Macro plasma battery. I'm good with what I got right now. What are you? Same lance weapon. Macro cannons. No. No. 80 points protection. No. Okay. So you... So this now... Which allows prow-mounted lance weapons to be used in sensory overload. In this mode, the lance... Okay. So I feel like... That's good. You know what? So I don't have enough scrap. Can you turn these into scrap? Quick question. No. Okay. I was just curious. Quick save. So now we're a little... Oh, wait. Let's do this. Lord Captain, the United Corps for the Explorators and militia forces ready to attack the heretics who overtook Euphrates II. Commanders resign the Lord Inquisitor's sanction and agree to cede the right of supreme command to you. They ask that you summon a council of war in order to establish attack. How should we respond? Summon them to the bridge. Consider it done, your ladyship. I'll notify the commanders that you're ready. All right, Tess, War Council. I'm very excited for that. Very, very excited. I love a good war council. We never get a good war council. I mean, honestly, any time with Tess is a good war council, but you know what I mean specifically. Please tell me she turns the chair to intimidate people. Please give me that. No, there's no intimidation here. Gosh darn it. The leader of the... Oh, Opticon 22! The leader of the Explorator warriors appear on the bridge, and the deck trembles beneath his metal gate. He has acquired a new set of fearsome armor since the two of you last met, and his mechadendrites are now fitted with more formidable weapons of destruction. Unit Opticon-22 initiating identification official greeting procedure, unlocking the option of strategic data exchange. Thorbald Ironhide. The Emperor's angel who follows in his wake is clad in armor the color of tempestuous ocean. You hear his voice throaty and brimming with untamed boldness and strength. Which one of you husklers is Tessa von Valencius? I am Thorbald Ironhide and wish to see the mortal who has been granted the honor of leading my pack into battle. You're looking at Tessa von Valencius. He takes measure of you and nods in satisfaction. I know the habits of a warrior when I see one. You are no indolent hijoke? Good! I give my approval. We will hunt the base-born heretics together. You have not changed, Brother Thorbald. High-handed and brazen without measure, and you carry yourself on another Drekar like it's your own. The wolf bursts into booming laughter and bares his long fangs. Such is the breed of leaders, Ulfar. We stand out. 'Tis you, Everlost, who cannot find his way when the sun is right over his head. Another explosion of Thorbald's boisterous laughter drowns out Ulfar's stifled yet furious string of curses. Opticon 22, how did you go from overseeing logistics to commanding armies? This command promotion hierarchy status update was executed following the decommissioning deconstruction of the ship Teeth of the Wrathgear. The fleet's conclave was operating aboard that vessel. Unit Opticon 22 received premature rank promotion modernization to Magos Dominus based on his extensive catalog of recorded combat engagements. May your service benefit from the updated protocols that were bestowed upon you and the new analytical data that was entrusted to your elucidation. May the Omnissiah Guide operate this unit in his cause mission algorithm to service him. Oh, of service to him. All right. What good is another war council with a cog priest who knows not the joys of battle, who cut off his parts and replaced them with augments to please his all-knowing master? He will propose again a cowardly plan unworthy of warriors, as this is custom of his brethren. Registering a display of impertinence data insufficiency in regard to the military craft eradication method of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Who's this now? Are you having another fight, gentlemen? How predictable. A woman in heavy armor walks onto the bridge, cloaked in an air of superiority. Oh, I like that. You remember seeing her before in the retinue of Xavier Calcazar when he barged into your chamber after your Magna Accessio. Thank you for not starting without me, Acolyte Ashiara. Dispatched by the Lord Inquisitor to facilitate the operation on Euphrates II, my role on this war council is that of an advisor. Heinrich and Aishara exchange glances but do not say a word. You cannot help but notice the furrow that forms on the interrogator's forehead at the sight of his colleagues. So, shall we begin our war council, or shall we wait for heretics to corrupt this planet completely? Why are you here? The Lord Inquisitor entrusted me with the task of forging an alliance between the assembled fleet and the forces of the Cognizance fleet. Once this task is complete, I am to act as an observer and special operative. And what are your responsibilities as a special operative? I'm afraid the Lord Inquisitor did not give me the authority to elaborate. There is no surprise in my heart. The Inquisitor is, as always, too ashamed of its dark deeds. Oh, Inquisition is, as always, too ashamed of its dark deeds to reveal them to honorable fighters. He makes a show of spitting on the floor. There'll be no spitting aboard my ship! What is this? A show of character? He growls and locks his indignant gaze with yours. Fine, I will respect your wishes, warlord. But the bitter taste of suspicion burns my mouth. With pointed contempt, he steps away. A show of character. Yes! My ship! Cleanliness! We appreciate that here. Why did Calcazar choose you? I happen to have some experience with large-scale bloodshed, road trader. That, and I never fail to deliver results. What troops can you spare? The militia forces have already been transferred to Opticon 22. All I have left under my command is tactical unit explicitly instructed to carry out the Lord Inquisitor's special assignments. Now let's move on to discussing how we intend to kill the heretics. I require a full report on the situation. Euphrates 2 is the forge world. Manufactorums and extractiums take up most of its surface. Upon corrupting them, disrupting their production algorithm, heretics enhance their ranks with possessed mechanisms and false defective traitors, Skitari, whose protocols were disfigured with indoctrinating scrap code. Our forces have secured minor footholds on the surface, but are unable to deliver an effective blow to the headquarters operations center of the profaners in the Machine Cathedral at the heart of the Manufactorum Sigma S13, according to the available data. It is the current location of the Arch-Heretic termination target, the Dark Apostle Uralon the Cruel. We may outnumber the enemy, but ours is a poor warband. All it has is steel carls of the Omnissiah and scantily trained serfs from across the expanse, while our foe is the detestable but nevertheless deadly putrid-hearted traitors from the ranks of the word bearers. Their vessel protects the Machine Cathedral from orbit. Why have you still not commenced a planetary assault? There is a conflict, critical error, categorical lack of understanding of the imperatives of this operation. Within our chain of command, Unit Thorbald Ironhide is in favor of strategy of mass destruction, which would constitute an unacceptable violation of the right of operation. Every square meter of the Manufactorum is sacred, of high productivity value. Which is why the Cog Priest is so intent on hindering and sabotaging our assault by refusing us forces and landing Drakars. But Thorbald Ironhide won't fight on the terms of priests. If my plan is rejected, the Omnissiah's servants can retake the planet themselves. Maybe they think their lives mean nothing compared to the precious cathedrals, but a wolf knows what his life is worth. The explorators are hiding something on that planet, something you refuse to show anyone and are now loath to destroy. What is it? The tech priest Vox creaks stubbornly. Request denied. The Omnissiah's mysteries procedures conducted on Euphrates 2 are to remain undisclosed according to the protocol vow of preservation of the hallowed from the profane. This is why on Fenris we have the priests follow the warriors, not the other way around. The priests never think about the battle ahead, only their tenant and taboos. But a wolf must think only of battle and his enemy's death, not about preserving cathedrals or counting the trophies that await him. Opticon 2-2, what do you propose? Our strategic analysis points towards a full-scale offensive as the optimal course of action. The losses among the troops and significant personnel will be numerous, but will not exceed acceptable parameters. Replenishing such losses will be less arduous than repairing the damage that may otherwise come to the Manufactorums. Thorbald? I would rain down vengeful skies upon the enemy. I would plow the land of Euphrates 2 with shells, shatter their defenses, level the fortitude towers, throw their hosts into disarray, and in that whirlwind of fury, I would lead my glorious pack to pave a path of blood for the Cog Carls. I've heard enough. Or, yeah. What did I say? I've heard your opinions. Yes. Choose your strategy wisely. It's not every day you get to heed the advice of a seasoned warrior, one chosen by the Allfather himself to bring death to the foes of humanity. I literally have Ulfar on my staff. What do you mean it's not every day? Legitimately, it is every day for Tessera von Valencius. Every single day. Like, that's absurd. You two don't get along, do you? You read hearts like they're inscribed with runes, Tessera. He lets out a mocking chuckle. 'Tis true, my brothers and I grow tired of this Cog Priest and his naysaying. For whatever reason, he thinks himself our lord. I concur with the statement, given that the military action Sacred Purgative Crusade eradication procedure is taking place on a world devoted to the machine god. Unit Opticon 2-2 insists on this privileged status in the matter of strategy. I just want to see what my best chances are. Answer me this, Thorbald. If Opticon 22 were to come to Fenris and start ordering you around, what would you do? Yes! The Space Wolf bellows with unpleasant laughter. I would like to see him try. Fine. I hear you. No one will accuse Thorbald Ironhide of disrespecting the masters of the house where he arrived as a guest. You will hear no more arguing from me, only silence. I will kill the heretics in the manner chosen by the esteemed Cog Priest. The first step is obvious. We eliminate the Machine Cathedral's orbital support. But what planetary assault strategy will you choose following the destruction of the enemy Void Fleet? We will begin bombarding the enemy's position, then advance cautiously. We must conserve our troops, send in all our forces, even if it means sustaining heavy losses. What we require is total annihilation. I like to. Your plan bores me. This is not Space Wolf's way of war, but such cowardly strategies are the limit of the Omnissiah's Cog Carls, so you have my approval. My pack will do all that is asked of it and stand at the vanguard of the assault until we meet on the battlefield, Tessera. He looks at Ulfar with a smirk. And I say the same to you, Ulfar, Everlost. 'Tis a pity your pack will not share in this glorious victory with us. Ulfar lets out a bestial grumble and says to you, that boastful Grishoff talks too much about my pack. He knows where my brothers are. I can smell it. Before we dive into the carnage, summon him to your ship and let me question him. I wish to hear what he knows while he still has not lost his blathering tongue to the heretics. Strategy confirmed as optimal. Updating Skitarii tactical programs, transmitting this unit's general blessing authorization for offensive action. The Lord Inquisitor will be delighted at the news that some semblance of order was established. I wish you luck, Rogue Trader. Okay, how do I... Is this... We need to summon him. How do I summon him? Here. This. Bridge. Okay. Do I just go to like... Do I go to my seat? Do we go to like as the chair turns, or do I ask Vigdis to do it? Or do I tell Ulfar to summon him? First, we'll try this. No, nothing. Okay, so I will go... Ulfar, here you are. Let's see what he has to say.
Let us raise our cups, Edfater. In honor, I thank you, Edfater.
Okay. There we go. He just gets very loud, so I wanted to just get that summoned. Thorbald does not come alone, but with a younger brother in arms. With a mocking glance at Ulfar, he bellows, Thorbald Ironhide is here. Why have you summoned me, Rogue Trader? Speak to me. Ulfar's brash joviality has evaporated from his voice. Know you, Thorbald, whither the path of battle has led my pack, the baleful howl. You haven't lost your pack, have you ever lost? The young wolf's voice is strong and insolent, and richly melodic. He tilts his head in a mocking concern, watching Ulfar's complexion change to match the violent shade of his hair. We did not have a chance to talk properly. I wanted to meet you. Ha! Of course you do. Who would miss the chance to strike up a friendship with the illustrious leader of the equally illustrious Stormbiters? Go on, Hallbrand. Recite the saga of my exploits and make sure to include the landing in the Void Kraken's mouth. This is Hallbrand the Brave. Most sonorous voice in my pack. Thorbald nods at the tall wolf who seems to radiate the proud vigor of a warrior. I think you meant to say Hallbrand the Braggart, no? For his verses often weave together the truth with his own flights of fancy. Ulfar smiles vindictively with a viciousness utterly unbecoming of an angel the Emperor. Now it is Hallbrand's turn to blush. Thorbald chuckles. Thank you for the correction, Everlost. I reckon we can do without the saga. Are all wolves so hostile, or is this just between the two of you? Thorbald chuckles. It is only a friendly nipping. If there was hatred between us, the walls of this glorious hall will have long since been painted with blood. Such is a warrior's nature, a wolf's nature. When we meet with strength, we test our teeth on it. Ulfar huffs a laugh in response, but there is a personal side to it as well. The Stormbiters have always tried to best the baleful howl in the glory of their exploits. Tried and failed, for my pack was and remains superior. Marsai, what are you doing? They dissemble so sweetly, they would tear each other apart at the first opportunity. You noticed that too, huh? Shut up, wretched captive. No! Hallbrand does not even dignify Marzai with a contemptuous glance. Does that mean Rogue Trader's significant other? Because yes. He is not a captive. He is the Rogue Trader's Huskarl. Ulfar averts his gaze. The Huskarl, a fine squad you found yourself in, Everlost. Why do you call him Everlost? You don't know? I'm surprised. Brother Ulfar does not care for the moniker. He has had it since his early years in the chapter. When Ulfar underwent his trial of the Cup of Wolfen, he took so much longer than the others that the rune priest gave him up for lost. Later, he received grievous wounds in the raids that sent him into stasis sleep for a long time. Anytime we would pay a visit to the baleful howl, we would ask, where's Brother Ulfar? And he was always resting, and recently he went missing altogether, lost after an attack on Xenos. He grins mockingly, his long fangs glinting. And forget not to tell of the dire curse that of yore was laid upon the mighty Ulfar. No good death for him is fated, only to one day be lost, bereft of glory and honor. Halbrand declaims the lines of so sonorously and powerfully that the bulkheads begin to vibrate. Any who cross his path, let him regale and gladly. That proud warrior, Halbrand Blatherskit, singer of rumors and fine tattler of tall tales, for he has glimpsed noteworthy deeds in his short life. Do you know where Ulfar's pack is? Feasting with the Allfather in the Hall of Heroes, I reckon. With Majode filling their horns to the brim, and valor and loyalty did fill their hearts. Lies. Did you see their bodies? Of which of the brothers will avow the truth of these words? Ironhide never lies. The young wolf's arms cut through the air like an axe, and he angrily points at Ulfar. And you, Everlost, watch your tongue, unless you want my dagger to deliver a penance of eternal silence upon you. No, we did not see their bodies, but we heard their ranting and raving, which can only lead to the jaws of Morkai. I'd like to know the details. In the battle in which you, Everlost, Alnuf and Skjati were captured by the Xenos, the Baleful Howl took prisoners of their own. Under torture, the captive Xenos gave up the start coordinates of where they were going next. Some important meeting, it seems. The place was far away, deep in the uncharted region where the servants of the Allfather have never ventured. And your brothers decided to go there. No navigator would dare lead them to those dark places, so your brothers seized a trading boat and voyaged there without a helmsman. So you abandoned them to their grueling march? Ulfar's voice drops to a menacing rasp. Lower your hackles. I urge them not to throw away their lives in vain, and nothing but death could await them among those malevolent stars. We all came here to serve the Allfather and repay our blood debt, not to die for naught. Or have you forgotten that, Everlost? Ulfar, what will you do? It will not test our friendship at fodder. I know that if I call upon you to go with me in search of my pack, I will be taking you away from important battles and the saving of your home. So I will go alone to seek my brothers, but I will not abandon you in your hour of need. I owe you. When we have defeated your enemies, I will leave you and follow the trail. That trail is bloody and has long since gone cold, Brother Ulfar. There is no need to add another body to its tally. As the leader of the Stormbiters, I call you to our pack. Be a brother to us now. Ulfar gives the peaceably smiling Thorbald a penetrating look, his face darkening and his voice dropping to a low bestial snarl. Have you lost your mind, Thorbald? Perhaps it is you who's lost his mind. You are daring to speak so insolently to Ironhide. Halbrand's insinuating tone is dripping with such menace that even the drawing of a sword could not have made his threat any clearer. Thorbald, your associate often speaks when no one has addressed him. Giving you a disgruntled look, Thorbald sternly cuts you off. When it concerns wolf matters, Hilbrand, he cuts me off. Me? Tessera von Valencius? Wow. Ballsy. Halbrand will speak if he wishes. Do not forget that we are the chosen warriors of the Allfather, rogue trader. Treat us like servants at your peril. His eyes flash with fury. Stop there, Thorbald. This mortal rescued me from captivity and proved her valor. I will not stand here and allow her to be disrespected. So you hold this mortal above your brothers? Being without a pack has turned you feral and stupid, Everlost. What makes you so certain they're dead? When the Baleful Howl was setting off, we exchanged gifts, our pack runes. Every 10th watch, a priest cast the rune and saw that what fate they revealed. 50 watches after the Baleful Howl left, the rune showed calamity. 60 watches after, they left death. Since then, the runes have been voiceless and their patterns hold no meaning. And that's it. The spirits deceive you. Your priest went a little soft in the head and forgot how to read his runes. And for that, you give my pack up for dead, cowards. The runes do not lie, Ulfar. You know this. I'm sorry about your brothers, but their fate is clear. Why do you want Ulfar to join you? He is our brother. He should not be left to wander the galaxy in the company of ordinary mortals or alone. Wolves are like sharp knives. We hone ourselves against each other. Without brothers, Ulfar will rust and grow dull. Be with us, Ulfar. We will take you in. Go to hell, Thorbald. Thorbald. They'll take you in there. Ulfar's right. He's loyal to his brothers. Stay out of wolf business, rogue trader. I will not reveal the coordinates of the place to which your brothers have traveled. Respect your alpha, Ulfar. This is an order. You are too quick to call yourself my leader, Thorbald. Go and bark commands to your pups. Who are you calling a pup, Everlost? Unlike your pathetic pack, we will soon go into battle and accomplish great deeds. But you, coward that you are, want to shirk your duty. Ulfar and Halbrand's roars merge into a single word, duel. Oh no. I'm not interfering. I am not. Tess? Girl? The harsh shouts drown out the two wolves who are ready to lunge at another. Quiet, both of you. Have you forgotten where you are? Holmgang can only take place on solid ground, not on a boat, and the void and the warp are treacherous and unfit to host a duel of the worthy. And secondly, I am your superior, Ulfar. I am not asking but ordering you to back up your chest beating with deeds. If the baleful Howl pack is alive as you say, let it march with the Stormbiters in the assault on Euphrates too. Let it display the valor of all the stories tell of. Will you stand alone for all your brothers, or have you gone soft? The wolf leader's tone may be threatening, but you notice a sly glint in his eye. Ulfar, on the other hand, is growling furiously with no matching twinkle. We'll see about that. I will prove that the Stormbiters will never be a match for the baleful Howl. At Vadr, I must be at your side when you depart for the assault. Promise you'll grant me this honor. Thorbald, why will you not simply tell Ulfar where to look for his pack? Thorbald's face seems to sag under a sudden weight. When the baleful Howl left, I became the highest ranking wolf in the Expanse. I am the Alpha, and it is my duty to ensure that not one of the Allfather's chosen warriors loses his life for foolish or fruitless end, not even Ulfar. Alright, Ulfar, we'll take him with us. If you prove that your words carry more weight than battle axe, I will tell you where your brothers went. If you fail, you will submit. Thorbald's lips curve into his superior smirk. I hate that man. I hate him so much. No, Marzai, you want to talk about that? Because you had something to say, and then...
Rogue trader.
Did you see the way that they looked at me? Because I said that, you know... Well, I told them not to talk to you that way, and then, you know, things happened. It's not in a target's line of sight. The Psyker is... Or all Ooh. Wait, what? No. After 9 successful dodge or parry. No, we don't do that. Allies under the effect of at least one psychic power gain additional... Oh, yes. That's a good one. How's your persuasion, daughter? It could be better. It could be better. And now...